Hey everyone, I'm back after a 6 month absence and making videos. I just kind of time got away from me, and I just really there was a lot of things kept getting in the way and all that junk. But now I'm back, and I've got a huge stack of shit here to show. So I'm gonna get into it. Starting off first with the DVD movies. And first up is the original Fright Night, the 1985, I do believe. Um, what's there to say about Fright Night? I mean, it's classic in every sense of the word. It's you know it's Fright Night. It's everything you'd want out of like a 80s vampire movie. And I have seen the remake, and I do like the remake. Uh, to be completely fair, I think David Tennant really steals the show in the remake, but I may be a little bit biased because Doctor Who and stuff like that. But if if you see the remake and you think that looks good, give this a try first, because this is definitely worth the time. And there is a sequel out there called Fright Night Part Two, or Fright Night Two, or Fright Night Part Two. I think it's really hard to find, but I'd really like to see it, even though it's supposed to be complete shit. And Ferg showed it in his last update, but I'm when it comes to bad sequels, my curiosity gets worse. Just my curiosity is terrible. But that was Fright Night, and next up we've got Scream 4. Yes, I think it's been about 10 years between Scream films, kinda. 12 years maybe. But Scream 4 was really return to form for this franchise. It's really what it needed, because I'm not alone in this camp, but Scream 3 was terrible. And for me, Scream 4 really kind of brought it all back and was probably my second favorite out of the four of them, behind the first one. And yeah, it really does just an awesome job is keeping you keeping up with the mysteries, and who done it and all the kills and stuff like that. So I'm hoping that they get Scream 5 off the ground, but who knows. Although I don't think Kevin Williamson's going to be attached to it, which is a shame, but we'll just have to wait and see. Now we're getting into the Blu-rays, and we're at Red State. This is Kevin Smith's latest film, second to last as well. But the thing about Red State is that it's different from all of his other films, because they're all comedies with dick and fart jokes, which isn't bad because I love that. But this is kind of like a he's described it as like a horror film, but I don't really see it as that. It's like a thriller, like deals a lot with kind of religion and these crazy religious people who just hate on like everything that's like out of the norm, like TV, internet, gay people, uh, all that stuff, and they just hate on it all. And then how like John Goodman's like in this task force to bring them down, and it's just there are parts, it's not a perfect film, but there are parts of it that are just really awesome. And if you're a Kevin Smith fan, I definitely recommend giving this a try, but it's not for everyone. Now we've got Super 8. This one I actually got for Christmas from my girlfriend, which was super awesome, because this actually looks amazing. Uh, you're like J.J. Abrams, Steven Spielberg, and then you've got Kyle Chandler starring in this. You really can't go wrong. It's also set in the 70s, which I think really just kind of helps the film, and it does feel very Spielbergy at times. But I like it, 'cause, J.J. Abrams, monster movie, and it's just got a good vibe about it, I guess. Super 8, you just gotta see it, and if you're gonna pick it up, I definitely recommend the Blu-ray. I know this next one I will get some looks at, or get some looks at. I will get some dirty looks, but I just couldn't resist Green Lantern. In my defense, it was $15, and I was curious at what it would look like in high def and what the extended cut was gonna bring to the film. Spoiler, didn't add a whole lot, but because it's only about, what's that, like 9 minutes longer. So yeah, just it's a film full of problems. You know, DC just like sunk a lot of shit into it, like lots and lots and lots of special effects, and I still don't think Ryan Reynolds is the right choice for Hal Jordan. But it's done, and I guess they're going ahead with Green Lantern 2, darker and edgier. So that'll be interesting to see if they do get it off the ground. But I'll see it, but I don't know. It didn't live up to what I hoped it would be. Next up is another superhero. Like the next two are superhero films from this past summer. Captain America: The First Avenger. Just awesome. You know, it's like a period piece superhero film with Chris Evans, Hugo Weaving, Tommy Lee Jones. It's Stanley Tucci. It's got an awesome cast. And I defend Chris Evans' Cap because everyone was in doubt when they cast him because they're all like, he's Human Torch. He can't do it. He shouldn't do it. Well, guess what? He did it, and I think he was perfect for the role. You know, I think over the years, Chris Evans has really evolved as an actor, and he's not like just the asshole anymore who, like, he doesn't play like just Johnny Storm type characters. He can do the noble Steve Rogers type. And of course, this film's also the last kind of piece of the puzzle in the lead up to the Avengers. So, you know, stick around after the credits as always with the Marvel Studios films. So there's Captain America. And the next one is X-Men First Class, which was personally my favorite of all the superhero films this summer. This was easily the best X-Men film in 8 years since X-Men 2. And I mean, sure, it did have some continuity problems, but I can ignore that because they just come out and they made a quality film. Michael Fassbender and James McAvoy, just perfect, I thought, as young Charles and Eric. And they're supposed to be getting a sequel rolling on this one as well. Hopefully it'll be called X-Men maybe Second Class instead of First Class 2, because that would sound silly. But yeah, this one, like Scream, this is really return to form for that franchise, and I'm excited to see where they're going to go with it in the future. Next up, I'm just going to get out of the way. Drive. Fuck yes. For me, Drive is really just the best film of 2011, and feel free to disagree with me if you want, because you're wrong. But I feel just Drive is it's kick-ass. It's Ryan Gosling. There's action. I love it. And we got this, in Canada, we got this, I think this is a Future Shop exclusive, maybe. We got this slipcover that's like the back of his jacket. Yeah, if you haven't seen this, I highly recommend it. Just, it's awesome in every way, shape, and form. Let's Drive. Now we're getting into the TV. First up, Todd in the Book of Pure Evil. This is actually a Canadian show. It's got Jason Mewes. It's really like a dirty, potty mouth kind of show. But it works, and it is hilarious. And this one, actually, I won. Space Channel, their Twitter had a contest. And I was one of the winners, so I didn't have to pay for this, and that's awesome. So there's Todd. And we've got Republic of Doyle Season 2. Season 3 just finished up there last night, and may I say the finale was fucking awesome. But Republic of Doyle is a show that, it's a Canadian show that I've talked about and showed in the past, and it's really fun, kind of dramedy, and I think, I think it's definitely worth watching, and if it's not on your country, download it, whatever. But I just love it. Next up, we've got Breaking Bad Season 3. Holy fuck. This is one of those shows where you just keep watching. And Season 3, I think, has been the best so far. Like, I haven't seen 4, but holy shit, just that... people know what I'm talking about. That part in, like, the second to last episode with Walt in the car and the guy. Fuck. Just fuck. And sadly, it's going to be coming to an end in Season 5, but, no sense in stretching it out. If the writers feel it's time to end, it's time to end. So I am looking forward to Season 4, though, because apparently it's supposed to be even more intense than this. Dexter Season 4. Easily probably the best season of Dexter. A lot of people like 1, but, 4, it has John Lithgow, who's just a creepy, creepy motherfucker. And you got that shocking finale that really nobody saw coming. And I'm not going to spoil it for you, but just look. Just awesome. But, Season 5 I liked. And Season 6 was really religious or whatever, but it had a good ending. Even though they're doing weird things with Dev and stuff, but... I'm still going to watch the show just because it's awesome. Yeah, Dexter Season 4. Alrighty. I'm going to take a drink first. Now we've got 3 seasons of show. Friends. Seasons 1, 2, and 5. I know it's kind of odd numbers, but I just said like any seasons like for Christmas, and I got these 3. And I've seen 1 and 2, but I want to get 3 and 4, and then I can watch 5, obviously. But it's like Friends is Friends. Like I've seen like random episodes over the years, but I've never like sat down, watched them all in order or anything. And it's pretty kick-ass. Just hilarious. I'm constantly quoting Chandler because I think he's definitely the best part of the show. So yeah, that's Friends. And last but not least, Party Down Seasons 1 and 2. The only reason I got these, like, I've wanted to see the show, but Ferg actually alerted me to a sale that HMV was having. I paid $15 each for these, and I had a gift card, so I wasn't going to object. But yeah, it's from, like, Rob Thomas and, let's see, from the creators of Veronica Mars, and there are lots of Veronica Mars actors in there. You got the guy who played Vinny, Dick, that guy who played the teacher in season 1, I think, seasons 1 or 2. Yeah, Party Down, it's supposed to be about like actors in the catering service and stuff, but I'm looking forward to it. I think Kristen Bell's even in an episode, so that's something to look forward to. You can't get enough Rob Thomas stuff because I do think he's awesome, and hopefully we get a Veronica Mars movie at some point. But just thank you for alerting me to that, Ferg, and hopefully I'll get around to watching these sometime soon. There's always a lot of TV to watch. I don't think anyone could ever be finished, but yeah, that's Party Down, and that was actually the update. Quite a few things there. So I'm hoping it won't be too long till the next update. And yeah, just take care and have a good one.